Alright, here's my motor for my 58 Ford truck. It's a Ford 400 cubic inch medium block. That means it's between a 302 and a 460. So it's got a C6 tranny behind it. It's probably early to mid 70s vintage. We've got the hired help coming in here too. Good boy. So don't know anything about it except I've had it for a while sitting outside under the cover. So I brought it inside here to clean up. I'm going to go ahead and pull the intake off of it and see what it looks like inside. It's got 2-barrel on it. They never made these things 4 barrels, so keep an eye out for one on eBay right now for a cheap manifold. So far nobody's wanting to get rid of one cheap yet. So it appears to have a bunch of small crap on it I'm not going to use. Just got some extra parts here. Might be an ignition switch there. Possibly might not be workable. Some kind of PVC system here probably. Got some throttle bell crank crap here. So anyway, I pulled the plugs out of it earlier and they appear to be halfway decent. And the oil looks good. So it might be a decent motor. So they're fluffy black but not full of oil. They all look the same, so that's a good sign that it might be good. I haven't yet turned it over to see if it turns over. That's the next thing on the list to do. So anyway, we're going to figure out what's here. We got something here, we just don't know what. Where all the parts are going to go. It says the motor mounts off of it. One is, there's the other one. Anyway, this is a side mounted system. Now just between a 400 351M and a regular 289 302 block is that the motor mounts on a 400 are horizontal. They're one over here, where versus on all the other motors they're vertical mount like this one over here is. So the other thing that you can look at is obviously there's no water in the intake manifold. That definitely makes it a 351M or a 400. And this lug right here in the top of the block behind the water pump here denotes a 400. So these blocks are, I forget the book, so they're 3/4 inch taller than a regular 302 or something. They're pretty tall. That's why I call them a medium block. They're tall. They're big motors. These aren't small motors like 302s. Physical size, but they are smaller than a 460. Alright, so we're going to go clean this up, see what's going to go on. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my wrench here and see if the motor will turn over. Haven't done that yet, so let's see if it actually moves. That would be a plus if it does, obviously. Here's the move. After sitting for who knows how many years. The guy I got it from, he had the El Camino, which sat for about 10 years. And I've had it sitting around here for about 3 years, maybe 4. So my guess is this thing hasn't run at least 15 years. So I'm sure it's all brand new on the inside still. See, motors never go bad from sitting, I heard. That would never happen, right? What the hell is that? Oh, it's a shifter. Pile of junk in the way is what it is. That must be the heavy-duty throttle return spring. Or an door spring. Must have had a water pump on it once. And I'm guessing that's the fuel line. Some sort. Nope, that's probably the automatic transmission line. We don't need it either. I'm assuming this hose does not belong in the inside of there. I'm thinking that hose might be bad. Be my guess. Appears to have a ground wire, so there's a plus. Get a coil. plug wire. I don't want to just be pulling the plug wires off just yet. Even though they are in order right here, I did check that. Okay. First thing you do is get rid of all these hoses that are in the way. Yeah, that hose is still good. I'll use it, right? Okay, what else is in the way? Got a bunch of vacuum crap hanging out of here. That don't have to come off. That's extra. Anything else is thinning in the way. And the extra rat crap is a bonus. You got it, Scooby. You'll get hit by rat crap. Come on, get over here. Hurry up, get out of the way. Yeah, get over there and lay down. You always want to clear all the dirt out before you pull a manifold. That way none of the crap goes into your motor. You never know, it might be a good motor. So we just got the crap out of the way. Oh, that's too. So these are clear to have vertical bolts in here. A couple angled ones, but not a vertical. Pull these big angled ones first. Maybe these don't come out, but I think they probably do. Of course, I made sure I read the book on how to work on it before we start, right? There, I think that's how it works. Let's see, it looks like the coil, yeah, it's probably bent. It appears to have a mount under here. Bolt. There we go. Oh, we got a wire on here too. I'm sure it's not rusted or anything. We have no wrench to take that off right now. Yeah, I'll get it off. Oops, it fell off. More one way of doing that, right? Half-inch here, keep that. Alright, so we got that one. Those are all good. I didn't bring a big tire to knock this thing off with. Doubtful it's going to just come up easily. Appears there might have been a bolt down here at one time. Make sure there's no hidden bolts that matter. That looks good. Alright. So the two we got left, these ones right here. It's hard to believe they would not be used. I'll go ahead and pull them out, see what's under there. I think that goes into the motor. A bolt that long has to go someplace important. Alright. Now you gotta lift it up to get it out of there. Oh, look at that. That was easy. I didn't have no fun. I didn't get to use my hammer or anything. That sucked. No fun at all. So you use the ground cable or the positive cable. That's a ground cable on thread. That's how you help lift it. That's pretty good. Appears to be a low residue of water and crap under there. It's always a good sign. This port's got dirt in it. That one had dirt in it. Ports appear to have dirt in them. It's not a good sign when you get dirt in the port. But no rust. That valve's open. Can't see much in there except black. A little bit of oil in that valve gas down just slightly. Everything else looks pretty good. Yep. Alright, I'll pull this off so you can see what's going on here. Appears to be pretty clean in there. No oil on the valves, no rust. So if you're going to start a motor up, you want to make sure it's like this. There's nothing in the ports. Obviously start with all the dirt that was in there. That would be not good. You can see how they're all equally about the same. This one had a little bit of oil on the stem residue. See all that gummy crap buildup in there. This one here was lightly that way also, but not too bad. All these other ones look dry. So it looks like it might be a good motor. It's just like the spark plugs, everything's run rich. There's the intake manifold over here. Same deal, got rat turds in it. It's always good. Must be a rat motor. Got rat turds in it. Nice and heavy, all cast iron. Alright, so that's going to be, everything's looking positive so far on this combo. So, Nothing there. That's what we need to find out. I'm going to find me an intake manifold, stick it back up on top of here, and light that pig off and see how it runs. See if we can dig up a water pump too. I don't need that to start it, but it'd be nice. Oh, you might have to have a starter too. It appears to have a big hole under here where there used to be a starter motor. So anybody got an extra motor laying around? I need one. I'll see what I can come up with. Alright, that's where we are for now. Another project to play with.
Okay, what are we working on here?
This pile of crap Ford motor.
Pile,
It said right there, see?
pile of,
I think it says power, so it starts with P.
oh, powered by crap, all right.
Powered by crappy Ford, yeah.
So this is a new adventure for Tatro Machine, isn't it?
No. I work on all kinds of crap.
All right, what are we trying to do here?
This is basically a piece of junk motor that's been sitting around for about 15 years. It looks a lot better than that stupid Chevy motor underneath there. This one doesn't have a bunch of oil in the ports. It has dirt in there though, it's okay.
Well, what's been out? Did you just pull the manifold on it?
There's the manifold that was on it.
That's not good.
It's a 400-inch Ford motor from the 70's.
And it could have come in what? You said LTD or what?
They come in your big Ford, Lincolns, Mercurys, trucks.
What happened to the rest of the car?
I don't know.
Long gone.
This motor came with the El Camino, so this is a extra piece.
Okay, well it's complete. Got the
So,
trans on
I
it.
don't remember if it added $100 or $200 to the cost. The car was free. I don't remember which one it was.
But actually the valley's pretty clean, no sludge at all,
No sludge, no rust.
which is good
Ports don't have anything in them.
for having sat outside for a number of years.
Still got oil on the bottom of the thing here.
Yeah, we gonna clean that all up?
I already did.
Well, what about the drip?
What drip?
All of this nonsense on
It's
here.
gonna get wet when I start it up.
Oh man.
So we're gonna put this in our 58 Ford truck if it runs. Assuming I don't sell the truck before I put it in there. This stuff is.
What kind of gasket maker we
This
got?
stuff got. Yeah, this stuff is getting old and hard.
Permatex,
This is 3-bond.
3-bond.
See, it's not supposed to come out like that.
Yeah, I see.
I think the tube got old and hard somehow.
Maybe we'll get one more use out of it.
Getting a use out of it right now.
Okay. We don't waste anything here at Tatro Machine.
No, I only use brand new gaskets on everything. I would never reuse anything.
You think she's going to burn oil?
Nope.
Okay. What kind of oil we going to run in it?
It's got oil in it right now. I
High
think.
mileage motors.
Whatever's in it.
Okay, whatever's in it. Ah, shit. That's great. Shit, it's already timed and everything. I see you didn't disturb any of the plug wires.
No, I haven't touched it. It should be fine.
Okay, now what's the story on this new Edelbrock manifold we got going on?
Well, I don't want a 2-barrel manifold, anything I own.
Oh, so we had a, okay, 2-barrel. All right, we're going 4-barrel.
So you got these nice, big, massive round ports in here,
Yeah.
oval ports, unlike Chevys that had little chicken shit little ports.
Yeah, all right.
And so this thing should run pretty good once you get a manifold in it. The only problem is the manifold where it ran off to.
Right behind you.
I'm kicking it. This has little chicken shit little ports in here. I think they made this for like a 351 or something because it's really small ports. See, my ports are way up here.
Right.
So these are really dinky. So it needs to be port matched to really make it run good. But
Yeah, but we're upgrading it anyways.
we're just
right?
going to see if it runs. We don't care if it runs good or not. So more than likely, it's going to probably run all right, and I'll probably wind up going in here and putting a cam in it and doing some other stuff. So, or maybe I'll just sell it the way it is. I don't know. You never know. Maybe you want it.
No, I got a
You can put in that
project.
new Buick you got.
No, but you should take a look at that other Buick if you're looking for a decent car.
Yeah, stay with my stupid cab. All right, I want to just put a little bit of this on there just in case the valleys don't seal up right there.
We didn't disturb the gasket on the bottom,
I
so
would never disturb a gasket. No way. Get my finger disturbed.
I like we've only cleaned just where it touched.
My finger or the part?
No, that valley pan there.
Okay, so this is like a Mopar. It has a separate tray and a manifold that comes on and off.
What exactly does that do?
This is called sealer.
No, this extra pan. I've never seen that on a...
Well, it keeps the heat off the bottom of the intake
Oh,
manifold.
okay, that makes perfect
Unlike
sense.
a stupid Chevy motor that doesn't know how to do something smart.
Yeah, I've never seen this
They just
on
let the damn crap blow right up under the pan and under the manifold and get it all nice and hot. See, everybody picks on Fords and Mopars, but they're so much better than Chevys most of the time. It's just after you spend millions of dollars upgrading and fixing them, the Chevy becomes a good motor. But out of the box, they're piles of crap. So this is just a piece of junkyard motor basically, but it's got big port heads on it and,
Right, I got you.
and all that fancy stuff.
Yeah,
Somebody
sure.
forgot to clean this off right here. Who did that?
I'm just a gunk boy here at Tatro Motors.
Yeah, that gunk guy didn't clean the gunk off. There we go. So this motor with a cam in there and everything, it probably run pretty damn good. Good valve job on the crappy ass heads.
We know anybody that could do that?
Not around here.
We don't work on car motors, do we?
I work on Harleys and race stuff. So unless this is a race vehicle, we don't work on it. Well, I work on my crappy vehicles so they keep running. That doesn't count, does it?
Well, you're keeping your tools from getting rusty.
Try to.
Where did the old car body go that was here?
It's behind you up high.
Oh,
You mean my hot rod?
yeah.
You have to turn around and look upstairs.
Oh, Jesus, there it is. Yeah, sure is. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, it disintegrated right into a...
Yeah, well, it took up a lot of room here on the floor for the
right into
longest time.
a
How in the
wall.
hell did you get that up there?
One piece at a time.
Gee, mini Christmas.
So anyway, we're going to start this thing up and see how it runs. Not tonight because I got to get a carburetor that'll actually run on it.
Somebody stole the carb, huh?
Yeah, it's a two-barrel and somebody wanted it more.
Oh,
than I
that's
did.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Otherwise I would have started up on the two-barrel. But to even make it run, I had to buy a carburetor. So if I'm going to buy a carburetor, I'll buy a manifold and just use one of my crappy-ass Hollies. And the only problem is these Ford manifolds aren't cheap. I had to pay like $180 to get that piece of crap. It's the newer design Elbrock, so it should run good. They're still making it. That's a plus. Looks like the ports and everything are a lot bigger than the Offenhauser and the Hollies that I was looking at, the older Elbrocks. So, should run pretty good. At least that's the theory. Now I assume there's a front and a back to this, but I don't know which one it is. There's a tab right here. I forget what the tab went. I'm going to guess the tab does not go forward. See how it doesn't go forward? Because there's something in front over there.
Gotcha.
In the way.
That's called a distributor.
It's called a water outlet. This thing over here is in the way of the tab. See, it's got dowel pin for alignment.
Yeah, sure.
Pretty fancy. If you want to know what manifold we're using a number 2171.
Okay, some book will tell you what that is.
It's called an Elbrock Performer.
Looks like it's been performing.
It looks like it came off of something that might have been running at one time.
Now, do you use that gasket cinch sparingly, or?
Oh yeah, I'm just putting it right on here.
I see there's a method to that.
Yeah, you put it around the parts that matter.
Okay. Just asking for the public with the inquiring mind. Maybe they want to know.
This is a water outlet. We don't want to leak, so we'll put sealer
Yeah.
there.
Gotcha. I see it's plugged off anyways. Did you notice that? Oh no, this is front. Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
The back one isn't
Yeah.
blocked off, but I don't know if it goes through on the head because it looks like they're. I guess it is blocked off.
Yeah.
So I wasted some goop on that one.
Well, that's okay.
You want me to slide? Slide not to goop up that one. There. Heat riser. I guess this has an EGR system in this one. I thought this was non-EGR. Oh well. Alright, so we give it exactly the amount of time we need for drying. How long is that?
About now.
Yeah, it's done. Alright.
Wow, look at that.
Looks like it almost fits.
Dropped right in there.
It's a good thing because I didn't trial check it yet.
Wow, look at all this great pile of bolts.
Some of these I think hold the motor together. Yeah, I'm guessing that's one of them. You need a ground wire somewhere, so we'll put that right there. I'm going to leave the coil off. I'm thinking those are too short. They go right there. Like how I figured that out? Oh, see, these are also bigger size bolts too. See, these are 3/8 and these are 5/16. We have a clamp for something, so we'll put that in the back so we can clamp something down. We got a long one for something too. Ooh, this must be for a distributor wire. We'll put that over here someplace. I think that goes right there. That looks like a good spot for it. Yeah, let's go with this one right here. Yeah, see, it goes right like that. It's pretty high tech.
Well, they always said Henry Ford had a better idea.
Surprised you had any idea. Okay, I need one more bolt that doesn't look too filthy. It looks like a relatively clean bolt. That must be the one. I don't think so. Yep, that's good. We'll go with that one. Okay, we got all the bolts in. Appears that all the holes are plugged. That's probably a good sign, right?
Now for this application,
I'm missing a damn socket I need. Socket was inside of another socket, hiding from me.
okay, for this application, what do you start in the middle and work out, right?
That'd be my plan.
Okay. What do you think you're going to torque these to?
The required amount of torque.
Okay, which would be
I don't
up to
know.
you.
I'll let you know.
Okay, didn't know. Just wondered.
Kind of jiggle around and kind of let it self-center. This hole has a lot of shit in it. It's not tightening up very well. There, it finally hits one. Just kind of working around back and forth. Okay. Now just work our way out. Now we might have a little bit of an air leak right here.
Okay.
So we might have to fix that before we run.
What would normally go in there?
I'm thinking some kind of a big fitting.
Okay. Breathing, huh?
Or a plug, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's going to get plugged up.
The viewers are wondering if that's a ratchet handle of choice, or are you going to switch to a bigger one, or your arms are just that strong, I'm guessing. Wow, look at that.
It is getting hot in his jacket, I know that.
Well,
So you don't like
you
that?
see what that is, don't you? This bracket goes over there to hold those wires. See that?
You mean that one there?
That's just like that.
No. Could be for a throttle return spring.
Okay. Just nothing to hold them other wires up.
Needs to be over on this side though. That's the wrong size.
There's our dog.
He with his new sweater on.
Didn't mean to change your thought there, but
I'm gonna change my thought. It's getting hot in here. Winter clothes. Yeah, that's better.
snows here in San Diego.
I'm not sure if it ever snowed in San Diego.
I don't know if it ever did either.
It might have done it once, but I don't think so.
There, I like that much better. I'm going to be able to sleep at night.
But I have seen hail on the ground in San Diego twice. Or no, actually once. Once in the 60s. And once in the 30s, I think it hailed. So it kind of looked like snow, but it wasn't. Okay, so we're going to use that for a throttle return spring, because we're going to have some kind of return spring when we don't over rev it. Because being a good quality Ford part, it'd probably blow up if it turns more than 5,000 RPM.
Where does the nitrous inject on it?
That's what that hole's for.
There you go. All right. Well, I was wondering, big volume. We'll get a little bit of whiff. There. Now we're bringing out the big guns. Okay. We knew that was coming.
There, did you hear the torque?
Yep.
Must be factory torque.
I always like to lubricate the threads, but
Well, I did lubricate it with dirt and puke and crap. Doesn't that count? Remember, we're not running the bike for long. Now these are smaller bolts, you don't torque them as much. How much was that? When you feel the bolt stretching, it's a good torque. Always go back over them to make sure they don't move.
well, the sealant's scooching out, so that's a good sign.
That means it might not leak. Okay, this one was tight, you said? That
Don't-
wasn't tight.
do not know. I don't like that one.
How about that one? How about that one? Oh, there's another one. How much torque was that?
I think you're about there.
That's probably about 35, 40. Probably 35. It's the appropriate amount for the applications when I do it. Feels good to me, that looks good. You hear the clicker going off there?
Yeah, I did.
Come back and double check the center ones, because they're small. We don't use much less, but a little bit less torque. Okay. It's looking a lot better. Oh, I found the name.
Yeah, Performer.
400.
Okay, good.
That's because this is a 400. I mean, I purposely didn't put the wire underneath the manifold, and so it'll be all right. I don't know what that's for, but it's there. This is custom here too. I'm not sure what that is. It's probably an oil leak waiting to happen. All right. So now we need a carburetor. I'm thinking this one has a little bit of a leakage issue.
Yeah, look at that.
It's missing a couple things there. Okay, what's it hitting on?
That's called a non-performer.
Non-performer. I'm not sure. I don't think this stuff ever even fit together. There must be some missing parts here. There we go. There, that goes up there. I'm not sure what this does. Oh, there must be like some accelerator pump stuff missing.
That's what they call a double pumper,
This
isn't
must
it?
have been a double pumper, yeah. It's got all this fancy crap on it. It's got 2 pumpers on it. Look at that. That must have been a high performance application. And it's got a mechanical choke that kind of works. There. Yeah, it almost opens all the way. It's the thought that matters, not the actual physical opening all the way part. I wonder if that thing's bent. It's got a bend back there. They probably made it that way though. That way all the air can't get in there. That really makes it flow a lot better when you can't get any air.
Oh,
in that
sure.
water.
I'm sure.
Oh, this is going to work perfect because it doesn't even move. Are these supposed to move?
I think so.
It's a low performance model. It almost lines up. We might have to do a different carburetor.
Yeah, I don't think that one's going to work.
I'm thinking about grabbing one off the El Camino because we know that ran on that thing. And that was a 396 Chevy motor, so that should be just perfect for a 400 Ford motor.
Okay.
The other problem is we have a lack of
No fan.
accessories in the front.
Yeah, I see that.
But we are going to have a little bit of smoke from the tire when the pulleys run on the tire.
Oh, yeah.
So we might have to do something a little bit better than that.
Where's the water pump?
That's optional.
Oh, is it missing on there?
We don't need that.
Oh,
I got part of it.
yeah, I see somebody pulled that. Yeah.
There might have been some pieces we didn't quite get with this vehicle when we got it. And I got a starter motor for it because there's a hole over here.
Okay.
So we got to plug up the hole in here. I got to put a carburetor in that might actually work. We're going to have to do something about getting the motor off the ground so it won't burn the tire and start doing loops in here. We have the special engine stand.
I see it.
Right here.
You're going to run it right there on the box, huh?
Yeah. We might have to take the bungee cord off the back of the tranny here, just in case it starts to rotate.
Okay.
Because I have no idea what gear it's in.
Huh.
But it had oil in it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, nice and clean.
It's almost full.
There you go.
So we're good on that. So that's just broken in there.
Okay. Well,
And they got the heater delete on it.
yeah, I see that. Yeah, right into the
There.
intake. Yeah.
Heater delete.
Well, we'll
It's like
fix,
a radio delete. It's a
we'll
heater
fix
delete.
that. Yeah.
Oh, I found the coil. Okay, we have to put the coil on it. I did find the coil over here in the box. Okay, so we are going to have to run this to make it run. There. Oh, I bet you that's what that bolt was for right there.
Yeah. All
Look
right.
at that. That's perfect.
Yeah. See, I'm good for something.
Well, that came with a manifold.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
That's called a bonus. Look how big that bolt is. For that little, I don't think that's going to work there. Yeah. That'd be a good spot for it, but that's not going to work. So I'm thinking like right over here is going to be the spot. We're just testing it there to see if it's going to pass. See, if I was thinking ahead, I could have done this before I tighten it up. Oops, I almost broke the carburetor when I hit it there. We have a fuel pump though. That might actually work.
That's probably good.
Here, I need that. Oh, look, that's like its factory location. I think that's where it goes factory. It appears we have another nitrous hole right here.
Okay.
See, I uncovered that. When I moved the plug wires, I saw that. So this is a dual feed nitrous system.
Yeah, I see.
Uh-oh. See, this is too long. Shorten this up. Okay. See how we can hold the coil and tighten at the same time? Now one of these here looks like it might be defective. I'm assuming it came off of this spot right here. So you might have to retrofit that with a new end. That goes there. So we need a vacuum hose from here to somewhere over there. We could put a vacuum hose right here and run direct manifold vacuum.
Right.
That'd give you a full-time vacuum. That'd be good. Ooh, we have a fuel line here. That appears to be genuine copper. See, I can put some oil in a bucket, put that in there. We have a fuel
Yeah,
system.
it'll actually suck. Yeah.
I'm sure there'd be no fire issues doing that.
Well, we'll stand by.
Bring the fire extinguisher with us.
Sure.
Okay, so we got to make some motor mount brackets. Get that thing off the snout over there.
You gonna buy a new water pump for it?
No, but I did buy this.
What you got there? Oh, starter. Oh wow, look at that. Boy, look at that race.
Best money could buy on eBay.
Full race. Wow.
Yeah, it was like $50 for this piece
Well,
of
that's
crap.
pretty nice.
Well, it might even work. They said it would fit this application, and you know I believe them.
Well, the guy only had an 85% feedback, so
Is that all he had?
yeah,
That should be plenty.
we're gonna trust him.
It appears that I have a threaded bolt on one and a 3-bolt on the other. Well, it fits onto the bell housing at least, but I don't know if it lines up with anything once it's in there. Seems like it might work. So I need to get a couple bolts. Looks like they're about 3/8 course, about an inch and a quarter long. So we'll go grab those. I'm thinking the battery cables are going to have to be a little bigger than this.
Yeah, probably.
Do you think I should read the instructions? Or?
I would.
Okay.
Are the bolts in there?
Here, make sure you read the instructions.
Made in, yeah, desiccant silica.
I definitely want to make sure I do the correct thing here. I wouldn't want to destroy it. Oh, it appears that it passed some kind of a test once.
Look at that. Boy, those Chinese are something else.
Yeah, that makes it worth a lot more money when you get this piece of paper. Oh,
Well.
it came from Ted Cycle.
I'll be darned. Look at that.
It's a motorcycle part. I thought this was a motorcycle. What other instructions did we get? I guess this is the only other instruction we got. Now, does anybody know how to use one of these? I'm not sure how to use this.
Well, I don't know what they would use them in there for, but
Oh, this appears to be a sealed bag. Damn, no way of getting in. I found a way. Oh, look at that, they got pictures and everything.
it tells you how to do it.
Jesus.
Oh, there's your wire.
Where's that go? I was just going to hook a big battery to it and go zzz and start it with a big screwdriver like I started everything else I own. I hope we're not supposed to do it the correct way with the relay and all that, because that's way, way too much work. I'm thinking just a big piece of metal jammed in a starter and light it right
You
off.
could do it.
Yeah.
That saves the arcing.
It gives you a good spark show.
Yeah.
Nice spark show. All right, that's it. We'll conclude the rest later.